Alright, hello YouTube, Clutch here. I'm doing this on the reverse angle. You know, there's one thing I found no way to be able to switch the angle while I'm doing a video, which is kind of annoying. So I'm having to do it on the reverse angle. I know when I have it on this one, and my truck is running right now, and I have it sitting down here on the dash shelf, it tends to go in and out of focus, and I'm sorry about that. But I want to be able to show you stuff around the truck. This is going to be a video about some of the gadgets, some of the things I've found to make trucking life easier, to make it simpler. We live in our truck. As I always say, I live in a box. You know, I live in a cardboard box. Who did that song? I don't know. I spent 20 years working in radio, by the way. That's why music is a big thing to me. Anyway, that was a silly one-hit wonder, and I can't remember who did it. Anyway, want to show you some little tricks and gadgets that'll help you out. So maybe you'll get some use out of these things. It might end up being a 2 or 3 part video because there's a whole bunch of little gadgets and things I've found over the years. I've been doing this 10 years now. I started out as a company driver with May Trucking, and then I went on to Well Companies out of Wisconsin. I bought my first truck when I worked with Well. I moved on to my second truck when I leased to a little company called Indian Creek Express out of Pierce, Colorado. I live in Wyoming, and now I lease to a little company called Turquoise Trucking out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I've been really happy with those guys. Okay, so let me show you some gadgets and stuff that might help you out on the road. First off, love this little thing. This is, I know it's harder to hear me when I'm aimed the other way, but this is my little Bluetooth speaker. Gotta love it. Okay, there's my GPS. That is the Garmin 780. Do not buy the 785 with the dash cam built in. You only want the standalone GPS. Alright, now, this being a Coronado, I only have the one 12-volt port right down there. So I ran that cord up behind the dash. It goes up there. Pull back, you can see. The cord goes down here, comes up. I ran it below the dash, so it pops out right here to a 3-port 12-volt plug there. Because I've got to plug in this one here. This first one is for my Wii Boost, which is a cell phone antenna booster. The box is located underneath my dash shelf. I don't think you can see anything down there. Oh, you can see the lights. Those little green lights under there. This plug goes to my GPS, and the one behind it, you can't really see, goes up to my dash cam. Rexing V1 Generation 3, great dash cam, nighttime resolution, outstanding. Okay, I have a separate video all about my dash cam. I have a separate video about my GPS, so you can watch those. This is a neat little thing. Okay, you can't really see what it is. This is up here on my visor. Can you see that? It's a pin holder. Found that at Duluth Trading Company. Holds my pins and other gadgets. Great little thing. Okay, here's my CB radio. This is a Striker. It is the SR447 HPC2. They make an HPC, not with the 2 on it, but it's a bigger chassis and it doesn't fit up in tiny little cubbies. As I pull back, you can see right up there in my Coronado. That fits perfect. It's actually smaller. It'll fit in damn near any slot for a CB. It's a great little CB radio. It is a full watt radio, where if you buy a CB at a truck stop, 3 watts is your maximum. All right, this thing puts out about 85 watts. It's got a great little RF meter over here. I like that a lot. Yeah, you can hear a lot of background crap right there. But I have a nice little Cobra I don't know if you can see it, speaker mounted up there that aims right down kind of at me so I can hear that, okay? Now, right over here, what is this? It's an egg timer. I'm on paper logs, okay? So I run this egg timer. It's got two displays. You can see up here on the top, there's my 14-hour clock, and there's my 11. So when I start my day, I start that clock so I can count that down, and there's my 11 for driving. I can start that. So I always have an accurate account of my driving so it'll match my paper log. All right, so the reason I do that is because when I started trucking, I started with May, and they were already on electronic logs. It's just easier to kind of do that way to make sure my logs always match up. All right, other little gadgets, this right here. You see this little funny thing? This is my cell phone holder. This is a mount. I got it at Walmart. It's called Scosche, S-C-O-S-C-H-E. This will, move up and down and around. And there's just a kind of a metal plate in there. Now I can't show you because it's on my phone, but on the back of my phone, there's a little metal plate. Nice thin little metal plate, sticks right to your case, and I can stick my phone up there. You see? Well, now it's stuck up there. Dang. I pull it back off. And I found it never falls off in the roughest roads going down the road, okay? So it's a really good little cell phone holder. This is just a very long, you notice you can't get it a short cord for a phone anymore. So I have this wrapped around my mount, and it feeds down into my radio. There's one USB port, so I always have my phone plugged in there. This little 12-volt adapter also has a USB port. That's where I charge my headset or my little emoji speaker. Anything else that needs to charge goes right there. Okay, and I've used the little 3M Velcro. It's that plastic Velcro that you get with like a pre-pass to hold it against my dash shelf. There's another thing. This is the V-Truck dash shelf. I'll pull back. You see, in the Coronado, like the Cascadia, your dash kind of goes down toward the windshield. Okay, I like a flat surface up here. Now in my Cascadia, I had a little slot about right there on the dash that held my notebook. The Coronado does not have that. So I got this dash shelf just so I had a place to slap my notebook down. Kind of like that, right? This V-Truck dash shelf, you can see it goes all the way over to the other side. You can get a short one that only goes to about right there. Got that from Rainey's Truck Parts, okay? You can see my GPS is suctioned to my windshield, but then it sits on the dash shelf. So if the suction cup falls off, it just falls over, big deal. Got my pre-pass mounted behind that. Got my iPass over there. Now iPass is the same as the Easy Pass, but if you're an owner-operator, like I am, okay, pre-pass you can get a box that does both. It's a bigger box, I think it's blue, that does the pre-pass and it does the Easy Pass. But they charge you an extra $12 a month, at least that was a couple of years ago, for the privilege of taking your tolls from you. Now, if you get the iPass, which is right here, you see that? That's Illinois' iPass. Okay, they're going to give you that little box for free. Free. You just got to go to one of their little centers off of the tollway in the Chicago area, and you can go in, you can get a commercial, which is what that is, Easy Pass. It's just called iPass. You can set it up with your debit card, and it'll just, deduct as it goes. So, and it's free. So why give pre-pass the extra money when you can get a free one from iPass? Okay, there's another look at that. Now, other gadgets to show you here on the truck. Let's see, this Can you see that? This is the Cab Commander. Now, if you're like me and you're pretty much a solo driver, you don't really use the passenger seat. My dog Rusty does not use the passenger seat. Here's his dog bed down there. But anyway, this is the Cab Commander. It's a neat little thing. Sits on your seat, straps up here around your seat. This is what I hold for my document holder. Okay, right there. And my logbook. Right here. I'm on paper logs, remember? So this just goes in here. So I have easy access. And my document holder, you can get that on any truck stop. Okay. Goes in behind it. It has various pockets in the front. You can put other stuff in. And you see this tall pocket on the side. I just roll up my map. Oops. And it fits right there on the side. So I have access to all of that stuff. That's pretty handy, all right? Now another big thing is behind my passenger seat, I have this. Okay, this is a combination of two different kind of drawer systems, plastic drawer systems from Walmart. So I can keep, like down here in this bottom drawer, you can see I'm a smoker. All right, so there's cigarettes, there's USB cables. Got some other snacks, more chips and snacks, more snacks, granola bars, always handy if you just need a boost. Okay, right there, and on top, I leave my paper towels. But this thing, a couple of drawers on the bottom, and this 3-drawer unit on top, cheap from Walmart, a few bucks. You just take your front passenger seat, mash it against your cabinet, and it holds it in place. My armrest also keeps the drawers from opening while I'm going down the road. Now, also over here, you can see where the bottom cabinet should be on this truck, I put in a hotel-sized refrigerator. Okay, so it has a separate refrigerator and freezer compartment, so I can carry a lot of good food on the road, because the refrigerators that are built into these trucks are tiny and they don't hold enough. If you watched my other video about taking advantage of TA Petro points, I try to eat a lot of out of the truck. So I'll go home, cook up some taco meat, put some in the freezer, some in the fridge. I put up in my cabinet up there some tortillas, bread, other fixings, all ready to go. All right, so that is a hotel-sized fridge. How do I power it? Aha! Right over here, behind my seat, if you can see it, I'm blocking my own thing now. There's my inverter, okay? It's mounted against that cabinet. I've got a power cord runs up behind the cabinet, goes along behind the bunk, comes up on the passenger side. It's very dark back this way. Let me turn the other light on if I can. Okay. And you can see up on the wall I have my power strip, which has my refrigerator plugged into it, my microwave, TV and VCR, and my Ryobi battery charger, because I carry my own tools. Over here, my microwave. This is a half pint. I'm not even sure if they still make it anymore from Sharp, but it's square. It fits in that cabinet. Isn't that cool? I keep a towel inside so that my plate doesn't bounce around. All right. Now, I said TV and DVD player up there. You can't see it, but above the microwave, I have a little tiny DVD player. Got it at Walmart, like 40 bucks. Again, stuck it down with a 3M Velcro tape. My TV is right there, mounted behind that cabinet. Okay, got a bungee to hold it down while I'm driving. Now, when I'm parked, release the bungee here, pull that back. Now I can take the TV out. So when I'm sitting down, there's my TV. I can watch videos. It's a beautiful thing. Okay? So there's some other gadgets right there. Like I say, they're looking back at the fridge and that shelf. That's a real handy thing. Up here, there's my headset. That's the Blue Tiger Elite Plus. There's a separate review on that. You can look back down there at my dash shelf, my phone holder, how I've got everything set up there. You can see that Cab Commander. Oh, by the way, that's also from Duluth Trading Company. I've also found a great tool bag that fits in my side box from Duluth Trading Company. Holds almost all the tools I need. I found another handy thing. Now, Cascadias do not have this lovely upper shelf that this truck has. I found putting all these plastic boxes wherever you can works good. Those hold a lot of different food options, some of the dog food and so forth. I carry my log book, or my permit book and everything up there. On this side, my videos for my TV and so forth. So those are a lot of little things, little ways to make your life on the road a little bit easier. I find little rugs work well. I've got a dog in here, so sometimes I'll make a mess. Here's my, look at my bunk. You can see I've just got my pillows and dog toys. Another thing I always do, here's my cooler. Okay, you can see this. Empty right now because I'm parked. But what I do when I start the day is I've got freezer packs, like you would get for a camping trip, that I put in there with some sodas, water, cheese. If I make a sandwich, I put it in here. And it goes right down here on the floor next to my driver's seat. So that while I'm going down the road, I have easy access to that as well. Okay? I always keep a box of Kleenex up here on the dash, the little package of those wipes for easy cleanup. A couple other neat things. These are also from Duluth Trading Company, bucket seat covers. My dog likes to scratch the seats. He's ruined them that way. Plus, these are a great way just to keep your seats looking nice. Also from Duluth Trading Company. I've got one on each seat. Oh, there's the dog. Rusty, look up here. There you go. Say hello. And he's hiding. Okay, so that's all I can think of for this video. I know this one went kind of long, but I'll have other gadgets. Like there's a great spare tire carrier I want to show you on the outside. I'll show you my tool bag and some of the basic tools you should carry with you on your truck. You should have a torch. You should have some shrink tubing, some extra wire for quick repairs. But there's some of the stuff maybe that'll help you out. Clutch Trucker, have a good one. Clutch out.